Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Justin. We're back at the movies for another review. And today we're going to be doing the 2012 Scott Derrickson directed Sinister, starring Ethan Hawke, Juliet Rylance, James Ransone, Fred Thompson, and Vincent D'Onofrio. The reason why this movie really popped into my head is because we're just 2 weeks away. Today is June 9th or 10th, and in 2 weeks, Ethan Hawke and Scott Derrickson are teaming up for Black Mask, which I cannot wait for. I've been waiting for that movie for over a year since I saw the first trailer, and they just kept pushing it back. So I'm excited. I'm excited because I know when these two get together, they are going to make a fantastic horror movie. And I do believe that Sinister is one of the better horror movies to come out in the last 10, 15 years or so, maybe even 20 years. And what I like about it is it doesn't just rely on cheap horror, like cheap jumps to make you go, oh my God. It's a well-developed, really intriguing story. Ethan Hawke's character has written one successful book in his career, and it was his first book. I believe the book is entitled Kentucky Blood, and he's never been able to replicate that success. And I'm sure in the writing world, that's a very common thing. You know, you find it, but then you can't ever reach that top. So Ethan Hawke, is struggling with his career, and they move into this house, and in this house, he finds this box of old videos, or on reel-to-reels. And these videos depict what seems to be like happy, normal families, and then at the end, they're all dead. Everybody in the family is dead, and upon researching these families and these incidents, you find out that the entire family is dead, and one child is missing. And more research, after seeing these particular symbols, he connects with Vincent D'Onofrio's character, who is a professor, and these symbols are an indicator of an entity worshipped years ago, thousands of years ago, who kidnaps children. And that's where the plot really starts to, become even more complex. So this one child is missing, and these families are dead. But there are little twists along the way that make it a less predictable story. And I don't normally give spoilers, but I am going to spoil some of it. The ending of the movie, you find out that these families are actually being murdered at the behest of Bagul by the kidnapped child. The kidnapped child is, I guess, possessed and tricks Bagul, or tricks the families, and then murders them in different ways. I believe there's electrocutions, there's fires, there's hangings, and that inevitably is going to lead to, the ending, the actual ending of the film, and it's not a happy ending. We'll put it that way. I won't spoil anything else beyond that. I won't spoil anything, but it's such a fantastic ending, and it's just a well-told story. Scott Derrickson, he's built his way up to becoming a very talented director who's been very successful. He started with movies like Hellraiser Inferno, which anybody who's a Hellraiser fan knows 1 and 2 are 1 is a classic, 2 is good. I don't hate 3. I like 4. And then it's all these direct-to-DVD ones that weren't even supposed to be a part of the franchise, but Dimension wanted to hold on to the rights to the films, so they take these scripts that aren't involved, and they throw Pinhead in there. And Derrickson had to work with that. And I actually like Hellraiser Inferno. And then, movies like The Exorcism of Emily Rose, which, again, a well-directed, well-told story. Really, really, really fantastic movie. I highly recommend it. And then he gets Doctor Strange. And, he's just a very talented director. And Ethan Hawke is one of my favorite actors out there right now. He's so diverse. He can do so many different things. And he just shines in this movie. I really think he was fantastic. Vincent D'Onofrio is Vincent D'Onofrio. He's just that weird, quirky, eccentric character. And I love him for that. And the cast just works really well together. It's just a really well-told horror movie. It doesn't rely on cheap scares. It's psychologically deep. It makes you think. And the ending has a nice twist to it that you don't really see coming. You see some of it coming, but the big plot twist, it's really cool. And it really works. So, all things considered, I think this movie is a 7.6. I think it's a really good horror movie. One of the better horror movies of the last 20 years. So, Sinister, 2012, 7.6. That's my review. If you like this video, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time at the movies. Take care.